Okay. More than likely I've split the video at this point. But let's get going. So Bloodbath is attachment work. I do have someone I can work. Oh, Kogosa leveled. Wait, where are you going? Oh, you're going there, that's why. Okay, I see what you did. Okay, so you're going there, that's fine. Everyone else should be fine, because they have above rank 1 of stuff. So I'll send Yoshika there. For here, repression work. I'll send... Ren. She should be able to handle it pretty well. Insight work with Flandra here. Down here, attachment work. Patchouli, you can work on it. Instinct work here. Okay, all those are taken care of. Alright, let's do this. Attachment work, Byakurin, good luck. Okay, while that's being worked on, we'll send our last person to this. Stop using the... I completely forgot about this thing. Oh boy, that could have been bad. I'm just looking around. It doesn't look like anyone's Q counter dropped. No, it hasn't. No. Yeah, that has a 3. Okay. Yeah, I had somebody in there, so take that into account. Alright. Everything else should be fine. We have enough energy. Technically I could end the workday here. Please work, please work, please work, please work. I don't want to fight this thing right now. Okay, good result. Perfect. Alright, our boxes, the day pulled away because we ran out of boxes or whatever. Well, the meltdown finished, rather. Okay, so with this thing, I should be able to kind of look at a few more things. When the when the work result was bad, it dropped with a higher probability. We kind of already know what works and what doesn't here, so just do this to reveal that. Okay. We're done with this thing here. I'm not going to touch the painting. I need to finish Big Bad Wolf, so we're going to do that now. And while that's going to work on... Okay. Flandra, you can work on this. Just taking a look at a few things. It doesn't look like I got any fancy hats. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, work taken. And I'll send you to work on this next. Alright, so we're not really in any danger at this point, so I'm just kind of taking advantage of our time here. I'm not going to worry about the training team mission at the moment. Okay. Alright, looks like Flaunder's getting better at this, that's good. Okay, attachment work. Send Byakuran. Oh, never mind, I don't need to. Cancel. Okay. Whew, alright. Next is, we'll keep working on Dreaming Current. That is a very specific level of instinct right there. You need rank 3, which means only temporarily you'll be top tier in it. That's fine. We'll send Byakuran. Okay. Ego weapon, 2 to 4 damage, fast, long range. Takes 60 to craft one of them, so I need a total of 240 boxes to fully complete this thing. The child who was thought to die within 2 years managed to live for a very long time. He continued to listen and obey, loved sweet candy, and loved this place as home. Unfortunately, the child could only run shakily around inside a cramped lab instead of a grass field under the sun. His only concern was what kind of candy to eat tomorrow. Whew, alright. So we got that disturbing stuff. So it's at minus 8% now, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and do it one more time. Let's see where that puts us. It's gonna get more and more difficult, of course. Okay, we're good on that front. Whew. Okay. Good result. That's at minus 12 now. I'll leave it alone. I would like to keep working on Magical Girl as well. It's gonna be dangerous though if I try it. But I need to get it. I need to get it done. Tell you what. Instead, we're gonna do this. I need paper to go here. Oh, here's the one that was messing with the painting. Well, let's see what happens if he dies. Storm Solder. hell? I lost Shizua. I don't know why, but I lost her. Futo took a bunch of damage. Yeah, I didn't see what happened. How much time do I need to... I need 22 seconds more. Well, losing Shizua really sucks, to say the least. But I'm not gonna reset at this point. It wouldn't be worthwhile. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But I got 13 cumulative, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Old lady triggered again, that's fine. Not gonna be concerned about it. Alright, we're gonna do attachment work with Byakuran and hopefully not get ourselves killed. Awesome. Good work. Alright, with that, I'm just gonna grab the escape information. Immune to red damage. Resistant to white, weak against black, weak against pale. It has a hand plus 8 hit points, and instinct work success rate plus 6%. Happiness became obsession, obsession became greed, and greed hardened it to a golden amber. The first happiness, still smiling, is inside it. The first seed of desire originated from the pure need for happiness. The seed, small at first, grew larger and harder, hungering for more. As the days went by, the seed turned into a piece of shiny gem, and enticed by its sheen, a hungry fish swallowed it. But it only made the fish even hungrier. The desires of people go mostly unfulfilled. Most desires are abandoned, but they are not completely gone. They are buried deep in the subconscious, ready to spring up at any moment. It only takes a little bit of bait dropped into the water for the hungry fish to come up and snatch it. The magical girl, now no longer magical, ate many things: power, money, honor, and other forms of pleasure. She ended up gobbling up anything she could find. Now she acts on pure greed. But her will to be happy is still within her, surfacing from time to time. Humans believe in themselves to be rational beings who can remain in control of themselves, but this is not true. Humans are never in control of themselves, and no one knows this better than the King of Greed. Okay. So we got that. I'm going to go ahead and call it a workday. Unfortunately, we lost Shizua. I'll be sure to make note of that. The good news is I don't think I need to worry about the nameless fetus anymore, so I can go ahead and start getting some fancy employees put together. I'm kind of hoping it'll give me a few days where I don't get new abnormalities, but there's no telling what happened. And as far as the painting's concerned, I have no idea what to expect from it. It could have been a result of it being killed, but I don't know. In fact, let's go ahead and just do this, since we have the time to do so. That'll get us at least the name of the painting. So yeah, we hit like first trumpet because like literally 3 people died all at once. It was a bit unpleasant. Also, Shizua had gear equipped, and I'm not sure what gear she had equipped. It looks like it's just, I don't know what weapon she had. Alright, Well, it's definitely just a penitent's ego suit. None of those. None of those. Well, it's definitely not that. None of those. None of those. It was a rifle, so I'll buy the rifle. Okay, so we got our weapon back. Because remember, if anyone dies, they don't pick it off the floor, for whatever reason. Anyway, just take a look at the painting, do it before the other employee blows up from drinking the potion. Okay. Portrait of another world, a hay type. And that's all we know about it. Alright, let's go ahead and call this good. Still got 10 reward. Yeah, we hit first trumpet. 3 dead out of 30. Still got an A ranking. Got the central command thing. Eren's fortitude went up 1. She's now rank 5. Flandra's temperance went up to rank 5. Yuka's fortitude went up to rank 5. Not that that matters. And that's pretty much it. Byakuren's not even growing anymore. She's completely maxed out. The human mind is a melting pot of feelings. Memory, obsession, wish, agony, happiness, and sadness. Strong emotions also mean strong energy. The combined effort of numerous people brought the Lobotomy Corporation to where it is now. We had to keep on with various experiments. Like we are hiring new employees now, we recruited lots of people for the experiments. There was not even a definite shape at first, and then it slowly assumed a form. And A finally understood while studying the changes that their abilities, where they lived, their jobs, and their strengths are actually not important. What we required was a massive amount of energy, which meant we didn't have to pay attention. Negative thoughts are always floating in the back of your head, rotting and twisting your mind until you are left with nothing but self-loathing. Come to think of it, I didn't properly ask your opinion. Do you truly wish to meet A? Yes. Alright. I will tell A your thoughts when he returns. But don't expect him to greet you warmly. A is a person who conceals his mind. Perhaps even more than me. Manager, what do Sephiroths look like to you? You must see them as humans, just like yourself. Smiling, irritated, showing various expressions, more human than myself. But are you aware? If there's an AI sophisticated enough to be considered as a human, it's only me. Didn't I tell you from the beginning? I am the one and only superb AI in here. Saying the truth, it's not important around here. Everything you see is distorted. Everything here is constructed for you. Can you understand that? It's Teferef, whom you already met. Ask if it's Teferef. What kind of stupid question is that? Then who do you think it is? That expression never bores me. I will tell you the truth. This is where it gets boring, but your stupid expression saved the day. You think I'm the only one? Every Sephiroth you see are like me. Thanks to that stupid AI Ethics Improvement Act. And this is where we were born, and where we shall return someday. Perhaps, when everything is done, we will rest here singing a song of our hometown. I hope your next version will last longer. Well then, Teferef, I will send the next one whenever he's ready. Thank you, Angela. So this is where everyone was at. Took me long enough to find you. What's happening, Melkith? Netsat asked me to fetch some documents from Teferef. Oh, it's not ready yet. Something urgent turned up. And tell Netsat that he should show up next time. Well, Netsat seemed busy. I will tell him to visit you another time then. Why are you upper guys all the same? Netsuch is not busy at all. He just doesn't want to move. But I'm having fun. Ah, you're replacing Tefref now. The cycle is getting shorter. Does it worry you, Tefref? Don't worry about me. Just mind your notebook. It would be torn apart soon, by the look of it. Oh, it is. Thanks for the concern. It was a pleasure to meet you, Manager. Hi, I'm Tefref. You can skip the introductions, Tefref. Now it's time for you to examine the document Netsuch gave us. Alright. I thought Tefref had something to say to me. What would a broken machine have to say anyways? Tefref is overloaded. It seemed to have some issues from the beginning, but it got worse. The machine's been replaced often, leaving part of the data and resetting it. But the same error occurs at the same point. Tefref is, proving competence 4. Tefref is not in good shape, so I'm going to get tired for the time being. So I'm going to get tired for the time being. Okay, it's the end. Take care of all the containment units that have run through. If you do this, I will acknowledge your own abilities. Clear without containment runes occurrence of kill-off meltdown, which I believe happens when they hit 0, which is somewhat difficult because I usually keep forgetting about Old Lady. Hello. I am busy. I still haven't finished even half of what's written in this notebook. I heard extraction experiments would be conducted. I saw the list of participants, but I was not able to find my name on it. Well, I mean, there's probably tons of reasons behind it, and maybe I'm not good enough for the experiment yet. But I may join the experiment as well. I learned a lot here. I'm very sure I can help in some way. I won't disappoint you. Hello, Manager. It's sad not having enough talent, isn't it? If someone doesn't look back, what does that mean? Does not acknowledge you? Does not care about you at all? No need to analyze your action, as the conclusion was already made. Did you ever scrape the floor, writhing in pain? It sounds very painful. But actually, you feel nothing even when you lose your fingernails. You stare at our lost fingernails, and just before you lose your consciousness, when you feel you are not yourself anymore, then you start to laugh really hard. Even though it's not funny at all. And on the ground, someone's shadow, looking down, and the feet were seen. Whose feet were those? When the person finally turned around and everything was over, did you see the fragments of despair from there? Or were you staring at your own fingernails on the floor? That is the exact moment I felt helplessness. Without you, I would have never known the feeling. Thank you! Then, what about you, Manager? Have you ever felt helplessness of not being able to control anything? When uncontrollable things rain down from somewhere that is not my body, that moment of helplessness of not being able to control yourself is an awful feeling. Please tell me so. I can feel rewarded a bit. Elijah was impatient. Her impatience caused common mistakes. She once went on a long, winding explanation of why she needed to finish the experiment, but she didn't remember. Whenever she said she is not authorized, I could see the strong desire in her eyes. She was obsessed, craving for it. I'm pretty sure we have not met A yet. The sound of her footsteps may make others turn around. Cogito was something that she was not accessible with her authority. The only thing she could do was to record the change of her subjects. She knew that Cogito was not ready for humans. When I realized what was going on, half of her teeth were gone, and... Kill me. Kill me. We'll go with the third option. Manifestation of Klippa by disruption of Sephiroth. Sephiroth's core suppression required. Are you discovering the scars carved here? Manager, there is something I didn't tell you when we first met. The Sephiroths were definitely wanted to meet you, they admired you, and followed you. But at the same time, they wanted you to be swallowed up in the resentment and curses. So please be careful. To be honest, you don't have to pay much attention to it. All I'm saying is you can go back to your normal daily routine. It's no big deal for me to cover empty spots if Sephiroths go mad. But then you'll lose it forever. The seed that can sever the ties. Yasad, you feel nothing about this? Try drinking some Incaphylline, close your eyes, and open again. I'm glad you are not as weak as the other Sephiroths. It is important to keep a clear head in any situation. Gabrielle, why are you scratching yourself like that? Seeing as we've met again, you must have completed your task, Manager. I'd give you a compliment if I didn't have so much work to do. The information team has a work that they must do on specific periods. You must have realized there are some blanks on the abnormality records. Among the tremendous amount of information we gather, there are some that are off limits to the employees for security reasons. The names of the employees are one of those information. All traces of them, what happened to them, their gruesome deaths, their desperate will to live, all of that has been stripped from records under the pretext of expunging information. I do not know what the criteria are for stripping the records. That is decided by other departments, not us. We only manipulate the information we receive per ordered. Isn't it funny? What we do is destroy or manipulate information, but somehow we are still called the information team. Whenever I'm introduced as a Sephiroth of the information team, I sometimes feel something bubbling up inside me. Yasad, did you receive the documents to expunge? You will get the employee list soon as well. Don't forget to be reviewed after you finish expunging the documents. Angela, what do you think it means to remember someone's name? Why are you so emotional today? Maybe names are like marks for atypical existences to distinguish themselves from others. Someone might have named you Angela having the same thought. Yasad, if you are too tired, take a break. I knew you would say that. Calling employees with their names is not recommended here. When employees enter the company, each one receives their own identification number. This is to allow the company to identify the minimum necessary information. We have their numbers in our data storage device. Malkuth did not call employees by their names from the beginning. Maybe she is the most ideal Sephiroth amongst us all. I'm not saying that it is appropriate for Malkuth to take all the pain as well. None of us do. What kind of bad taste is that to lock us into the metal body and to make us repeat our days endlessly? I'm talking to you. What's with that blank expression? I heard you might be one of our designers. The only thing I could do here is remember a few names of the forgotten employees and despair endlessly. Feeling sick of even a single breath of air. Are you having fun watching your guinea pigs? See, I told you, the insides has been rotting for a long time. Gabrielle was more rational than anyone else. He was unmoved even after listening to what happened to Elijah. Some said he lacked empathy, but nobody knew he was festering in the inside. Maybe it started happening from long ago, ever since Carmen the world. He slowly became expressionless. He did not allow himself to even have paltry joys. He also could not stand having even a small part of his body being exposed. He does cover himself. We made a monster that was not supposed to exist in this world. We came too far to go back. Do not let what Elijah did go to vain. Instead of taking time to grieve, everyone knew they needed to utilize this result to the fullest. He tried to remain level-headed, but his attempts became an obsession. He started to wear long-sleeve shirts that also covered his neck. Not much later, he started to scratch himself harshly. He suggested he receive a checkup to see whether he was contaminated or infected, but he refused. Health checkups were needed to prevent further damage. Persuasion became compulsion, and compulsion led to the use of physical force. He was tied up for the checkup, but resisted so violently that it was hard for us to watch him. Eventually, it turned out that he was not infected at all. But was that really fortunate? No, it was not. He didn't get any better. He kept scratching himself, so badly, even worse. When I saw him last, he was not cognizant. to what anyone said, and his body was covered in scratches. Nobody has seen him since then. Manifestation of Klippa by disruption of Sephira core suppression required. Are you going to expand the central command team? Yes. It froze for a second there. The button won't show up if all Sephira episodes aren't cleared yet. Conditions not met button will show up if you receive boss battle mission but didn't satisfy its conditions. You need to satisfy all conditions below to activate the boss battle button. When all conditions for boss battle are satisfied, the boss battle button at the top left will be activated. If you click on the boss battle button, employees in that department will be under-registered and conditions to clear the boss battle and handicaps will be shown. Requires kill off meltdown level 6 plus energy refine. After clicking on the boss battle button, the previous start management button will be changed to suppress core button. Let's see. So yeah, we unfortunately lost Shizuo, I believe. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. Good news is we got kind of all the information, we kind of got caught up on the information, which is good. We also got a great deal of stuff. We also have tons of law points, so we'll be able to mess with some of that. Anyway, I'm curious. I'm not sure if I want to click on that yet. Suppress core of Malkut, and then we got suppress core of Yasad. We won't be able to do any of the other core suppression stuff until we complete Hod's mission, which we can't do unless we, of course, defeat some abnormalities. And then we have the one where we have to clear without containment rooms current of kill off meltdowns. So that's all good. So right now I'm just going to click start just so it saves. Since we had so many quests, since we already had so many things set up for core suppressions, that's why we got so much data front loaded, so I'm kind of glad I've split the video there. So, I'm going to go ahead and click start. Alright, so that just saves it. I just wanted it saved real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and click retry. So I'm guessing a boss will appear here. That's the gimmick. Let's see what happens. I just want to see what it looks like. I see, so I have to get... Okay. So, I don't think I can actually do anything in this room. I think that's the gimmick. Okay. I think I understand what it is. So the idea here is you have to hit Kill Off Meltdown level 6 and do the energy refine, which I don't know what the energy refine thing is. Oh, sorry, I know what that is. So you have to hit at least Kill Off Meltdown 6 and complete your energy requirement. I think that's what it means. And down here, right. And whatever boss is there, I think is just going to do bad stuff while you're working. I don't know exactly what, but we'll figure that out at another time. So, this was Lobotomy Corporation. See you guys next time.